I know what works for me, but everybody that works for me is a very experienced salesperson. Some are already managers, but everybody's an individual contributor now. And they have to deal with very high levels of executives at massive companies, but also the people that are on the operations side and actually do the work. And whenever they come up with a suggestion, I tell them, convince me. It doesn't take much to convince me. And I say, okay, you got a quarter to try it. So, for example, I was never a believer in SDRs for enterprise sales. I don't think it works. Nobody's going to call the head of networks at AT&T and say, "Hey, would you like to try digitization?" You're destroying your brand name. We've all seen what the plethora of horrible messages I get on LinkedIn of people that sell me something that's completely irrelevant. But I said, you know what? If you find the right SDR and it works for you, great. You have a quarter to try. Give me a budget. I'll approve it. And I did. And we tried it both in APAC and in EMEA. Unfortunately, it didn't work. And I never say, I told you so, because the point is, I would like to be proven wrong. There's a reason why I never tried it, but I would like to be proven wrong. And so SDR was one example, one that two different sales directors requested. We gave them budget, didn't work out. Another one that did work out was working through system integrators. The problem with system integrators is you're now selling to two enterprises. One is, let's say, the Accentures of the world, which is a massive enterprise that takes its own sweet time, and then the Vodafones of the world. So now everybody takes their own sweet time. And I was very afraid of doubling the sales cycle, even though now you have somebody that has the confidence of the end customer. But we found a sweet spot and a playbook on how to work with SIs in certain regions on certain deals. And originally I was against it, but again, I said, convince me that I'm wrong. And we were able to refine it with my skepticism. And I have to say, in some cases, on some deals, it has accelerated the deal. Now, it has its own complexities because now you have two big organizations working with you. But for sure, it was better than not working with the system integrator. So there's sometimes that they come up with suggestions and they work, and sometimes they come up with suggestions and they don't work. But we always give it time, at least a quarter, and we always assign budget, and we always give it our best. I'm not there to prove them wrong. I'm there to say, okay, I'll help you push 100%, but we have to abandon it at the point that it doesn't work.